Hello friends, this is recap number 3 and I was doing in recap 2, I was dealing with the properties of whole numbers. In fact, I was saying that the properties of whole numbers, there were 4 properties and all 4 properties are also applicable in all other numbers like whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. So in all the 3 cases we are going to study about these properties. Okay, I have continued with closure property in the previous recap, that is in recap 2, but unfortunately the video was not completed, and due to some problem I have to stop there and then. So I'm just continuing it with in this series. Okay, so we are having whole numbers. We were doing whole numbers, and in whole numbers, in fact, we are going to deal with integers. Chalo, let us do whole numbers only. So closure property, as I was telling you, that we were having 4 properties, and out of 4 properties, closure property is the very first property. We were having 4 properties out of 4. The very first property is the closure property, and I told you that in closure property, if we take any 2 numbers, then say if you are taking a and the other number is suppose b, a and b, there are 2 numbers and they belong to whole numbers family. In such case, if we use the mathematical operations, as I have told you earlier that there are 4 mathematical operations, and in these mathematical operations only we have to apply these properties so that we can understand whether these properties are applicable for these operations or not. Okay, so here in the case of whole numbers, closure property is applicable for plus and for multiplication, that is for addition and multiplication. How? Let us see. Say if you are having a and b, any 2 whole numbers any 2 numbers which belong to whole numbers family. In that case, for plus, that means if you are adding these 2 whole numbers, then the sum which you are going to get, suppose you are getting sum as c, suppose the sum is c, in that case this sum also will belongs to whole number family. That means if this is whole number, then this is also going to be a whole number. This is known as closure property. That after the operation, after using the operation, whatever result you will get, that result also will belong to the same family from which these 2 numbers are belonging. Understood? This is the whole number, this is the closure property, and the same thing happens in case of multiplication. And if we go for the minus, then what is there? Suppose here we can take an example, say 2 plus 3, where 2 is also a whole number. You can see 3 is also a whole number, and let us find out the sum. 2 plus 3 is what? 5. So 5 is also a whole numbers. It shows that all the 3 of them are whole numbers. That means the sum also, the resultant which you are getting here, the sum which you are getting, that also is a whole number only. But what happens in case of subtraction? Suppose this was for addition. Okay, this was for addition. Now if you go for subtraction, what is there in the case of subtraction? So for subtraction, when you go for subtraction, you can see that if you are taking any whole number, say 5 and say 7. Okay, if you take 2 whole numbers 5 and 7, and if you are going to do subtraction, suppose you are doing, if you are doing 5 and then you are subtracting minus 7, you are going to get what? You will get the result as minus 2. You are getting the result as minus 2. You can see here that this one is whole number. This is your operation which you are using. This one is your operation, and this is also a whole number, right? Both the numbers are whole numbers, but the operation which you are using is a subtraction here. Okay, it is symbol of subtraction. But when you are subtracting, as you know that you cannot subtract a bigger number from smaller, or if you are going to subtract, in that case you will get the sign of the bigger number, which is minus, and you are getting here -2. You can see here that -2 does not belong to whole numbers family. -2 is an integer. It is an integer, it is not a whole number, and that is why we say that subtraction does not hold good for closure property. Closure property, it means closure property is not applicable for subtraction cases. Okay, whereas multiplication is possible. In multiplication, you can go for closure property of whole numbers. You can take any two whole numbers for multiplication. Say if you are taking A and B, which are belonging to whole numbers, then A into B also will belong to whole number family. For example, let us take, suppose you are taking any two whole numbers, say 0, and you are taking any other number, say 17. And suppose you are going to do multiplication. So 0 into 17, you are getting what? You are getting 0. You can see here that this is a whole number, this is a whole number, and even the product is also a whole number. What it shows that multiplication holds good in case of closure property. That means closure property is applicable for the cases of multiplication. Similarly, if we go for division, closure property for whole numbers is not possible. Why? You can see by an example. In case of division, if you go for a division cases, what you can see that if you are taking suppose A and B, then it's not necessary that if A and B they both belong to whole numbers family, then it does not always you will not get always that A divided by B is also going to belong to a whole numbers family. You can see it by an example. Say if you are having 7, and if you are having the other number is suppose 0. Okay, when you are dividing 7 by 0, what are you getting? You will get undefined number, which is not at all defined. You will not get any defined, not defined. You know that 7 divided by 0 is not defined. Okay, and since it is not defined, we can say that even division does not hold good for closure property. Closure property is not possible for cases of division. 0 by 7, you will get correct. You will get 0. 0 divided by 7, you will get the answer 0. Here you can say that this is whole number, this is a whole number, and this is also a whole number. So for the few cases, division is applicable, but for few it is not. When we generalize the things, in that case, if any one single reason is also there which says that it is not possible, it means the whole division comes under the same process, that we cannot conclude that closure property holds good for division. That is why we will say that closure property is not possible for division cases in case of whole numbers. Understood? So what is closure property? Closure property is a property in which if you are taking any two numbers of the same family, this is applicable in case of integers as well. Okay, if you go for integers, the same thing is there. If you are taking any two numbers for integers, if you are taking any two numbers, say A and B belong to integers family. If one is -2 and the other one is say 3, and if you are going to add these two numbers, suppose for plus, for the addition cases, okay, for the addition, if you add -2 and then +3, what you are getting? -2 plus 3 will give you +1. You can see this is a whole number. Sorry, this is one integer. This is also integer, and this also, the result also is an integer. Understood? This is for addition. In integers case, it is for addition. Okay, for for the cases of multiplication, in case of integers, if you go for multiplication, let us take for subtraction first. First, the subtraction case. What is happening in subtraction? Suppose you are taking A and B any number, two numbers which are belonging to integers family. Let us see whether A minus B also belong to integers family or not. So let's take an example. Say if you are having minus 3 and you are going to do minus, and suppose the other number is suppose 4. Okay, suppose other number you have taken, say minus 3 and the other number is 4. Okay, you have taken two numbers. Okay, this is also integer and this is also integer, isn't it? Minus 3 is also integer, plus 4 is also integer. Now if you are going to subtract, what are you going to get? You are getting minus 3 and this is minus 4. When you are going to apply the operation here, minus 3 and minus 4 will give you minus 7. Now check. This is integer. This is integer. Check whether this is integer or not. Is it integer? Yes, it is integer. Yes, integer. Understood? If this is also, if the resultant, if the result also, the result which after the operation also comes of the same family, it belongs to the same family, then we can say that it is closed under closure property. That means closure property is good for subtraction also in case of integers. So for integers case, and for division, let us for multiplication, let us check for multiplication first. If you take two integers, okay, take two integers, say A is 17 and say B is minus 23. Okay, let us take some easier example. Say it is 10 and it is minus 23. Now if it is A and this is B minus 23, so what you are going to get? You'll get here, say A into B. Okay, now here you can see that A is equal to 10 is what? It is integer, it belongs to integers. Minus 23 is what? It also belongs to integers family. Let us check whether the multiplication belongs to integers or not. So A into B, suppose A into B, it means 10 into minus 23. What do we get? Minus 230. Now you tell me, 230 minus 230 belongs to integers or not? Definitely it belongs to integers family. What it shows, that if this is integer, if this is integer, then the multiplication also is integer, which shows that the closure property is possible in case of multiplication as well. Okay, now check for the division. Again for the division, you can go with the same same example of 0. If you take any of the integers, say you have taken suppose minus 100, and you have to divide by 0. Now as you know that any number cannot be divided by 0, it is not at all defined. So definitely we can say here that, because this is the exceptional case, so we can say that division is not at all possible in cases of closure. Closure property does not hold good for division. Understood? So in division cases, closure property is not possible. Closure property is not possible. Understood? So I hope you have understood what is closure property. Closure property is nothing. It's simply that कि अगर दो नंबर अगर हमने एक ही फैमिली से लिया है, तो उनके ऊपर जो भी ऑपरेशन हम अप्लाई करते हैं, चाहे वो प्लस का ऑपरेशन हो, चाहे माइनस का, चाहे इनटू का, या फिर डिवीजन का, तो इन दैट केस जो भी हमारा रिजल्ट आता है वो रिजल्ट भी उसी फैमिली को बिलोंग करना चाहिए. अगर हम होल नंबर्स की फैमिली को कंसिडर करके चल रहे हैं, तो अगर उनका रिजल्ट आफ्टर अप्लाइंग दीज ऑपरेशंस, ये ऑपरेशंस अप्लाई करने के बाद अगर रिजल्ट जो आए और वो भी होल नंबर ही हो, तो हम कहेंगे कि होल क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी पॉसिबल हो पा रहा है. लेकिन अगर रिजल्ट होल नंबर की फैमिली से नहीं बिलोंग करता है, इसका मतलब है कि वहाँ पे वो ऑपरेशन फेल हो जा रहा है एंड वो पॉसिबल नहीं हो पा रहा है. जैसे कि होल नंबर्स में सिर्फ प्लस और इनटू पॉसिबल है, माइनस और डिवीजन ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. समझ में आ गया? फिर इसके बाद से जो हमारा इंटीजर्स के केस में था, इंटीजर्स के केस में क्या है कि इंटीजर्स के केस में जब भी हम क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी चेक करेंगे, तो हम देखेंगे कि इंटीजर्स के केस में प्लस पॉसिबल है, प्लस के लिए ठीक है, इट विल होल्ड गुड फॉर प्लस। अगर हम एडिशन करेंगे तो ठीक है, हम माइनस कर रहे हैं तो भी हमारी इंटीजर्स की फैमिली इसको सपोर्ट करती है, क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी को। हम इनटू करते हैं तो इसको भी ये सपोर्ट करती है, हमारी इंटीजर्स की फैमिली क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी को सपोर्ट कर रही है। लेकिन डिवीजन के लिए इंटीजर्स की फैमिली सपोर्ट नहीं कर रही है और ये गलत हो जाता है। So only 3 possible conditions are there in case of integers. Understood? Similarly, we have the same thing for the rational numbers. हमारे rational numbers में भी इसी तरह से ये 3 के लिए अप्लाई होता है। थर्ड वाली जो फोर्थ है जो डिवीजन है ये पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, एंड द रीज़न इज सेम एज द एग्जाम्पल्स आर सेम. क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी इज पॉसिबल फॉर एडिशन, फॉर माइनस एंड फॉर मल्टीप्लिकेशन. आई होप नाउ यू आर क्लियर विथ क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी. क्लोजर प्रॉपर्टी आपको अब अच्छी तरह से समझ में आ गया होगा. अब हम नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में नेक्स्ट रिकैप में करेंगे. थैंक यू.